At the start of the chapter, chaos breaks out. Ethelmund's fiancée storms in furious, her voice shaking with anger. How dare you still live in luxury? You're nothing but a fraud saintess. How long did you think you could deceive everyone? She points at Violet with pure hatred. I'll get rid of you, with my own hands. And then the male lead appears. Cold. Composed. Lady Dehubis. Our engagement is already annulled. I don't see any reason for you to be here. Violet freezes. Annulled. But Lady Dehubis snaps back. It's only postponed. She points at Violet again. That despicable woman. This is all her fault. Suddenly. Enough. His brother steps in, furious. He rushes forward, glaring. If you're throwing her out, then do it quickly. That's your responsibility. Pause. But Lady Dehubis breaks down. Have you all lost your minds? Why are you defending her? She turns to Violet. Go to the cardinal right now. Tell them the truth. Tell them you deceived everyone. Only then, the Marquis will survive. Voice trembling, desperate. She begins to cry. Ethelmund, please. I've waited for years. We're so close now. Silence. But he doesn't even look at her. Escort her out. No emotion. No hesitation. Let me go. You can't do this to me. Her voice echoes as she's dragged away. His brother asks quietly, if we survive this, do you really plan to marry her? Ethelmund replies without hesitation, yes. As he walks away, Violet remembers the priest's words. Everything you desire will eventually come into your hands. And if not, you can always crush them. Later, Violet goes to the Marquis. She finally speaks the truth. I don't know divine language, so there's no point in hiding my powers anymore. Then she asks, today is the last day, right? Why didn't you call me for the past 10 days? The Marquis replies, I knew you would come looking for me. You have every right to hate me. Just because I took you in doesn't mean you lost that right. I regret it. I regret every single day that I brought you here. Violet silent. I couldn't even be a good father to my own children. How could I ever be good to you? I thought giving you a life others dream of would make you smile. But it only became harder. So I thought letting you hate me was the best choice. Violet's voice shakes. What you did to me can never be forgiven. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Just pour all your resentment on me. I don't have much time left anyway. Why didn't you tell me earlier? If you had gotten treated, you could have been cured. He smiles faintly. Then, you would have been dragged back to the temple. Violet snaps. Don't say something so stupid. You're lying, right? You're just saying this to change my mind. Soft, painful tone. You were raised with too much kindness. That's why. I regret bringing you here. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I ruined your life. But don't hate Ethelmund. He never abandoned you. Violet runs away, back to her room. And finally, she breaks down, crying uncontrollably. That ambiguous kindness only made everything hurt more. The nights dragged Violet. It was raining heavily and everyone gathered there. From nobles to commoners, whispers spreading faster than the storm. I heard she dared to impersonate a saintess. She's definitely a witch. A commoner becoming a saintess? Ridiculous. She must have seduced the Marquis and his sons. The words cut deeper than any blade. And then came the worst of it. She looks nothing like a saintess. The one beside her, she's pure. She must be the real one. All eyes turned toward Rosny. Rosny said, how much longer must we stand in this rain? The cardinal stepped forward, his voice echoing across the silent crowd. Let us begin. This gathering has been arranged to address the appearance of two saintesses. The Marquis family stands accused of presenting a false saintess, thereby damaging divine authority. He turned, raising his hand toward Rosny. The saintess on the right has already shown proof of holy power. A soft glow gathered around Rosny's hands, warm, golden, unquestionable. Gasps spread. Hope shifted. Judgment settled. Then the cardinal's gaze hardened as it fell upon Violet. And you. Prove your position. Or the Marquis family will be charged with blasphemy. Then, step down, fake saintess. Fraud. Witch. The chants rose, merciless. Violet stood there, soaked, trembling, exhausted. Not from fear, but from enduring. There's only one way I can prove it. Before anyone could react, she stepped forward, snatching a sword from a knight's grasp. Stop her. What is she doing? Even the cardinal's composure shattered. Violet smiled faintly. Because a saint cannot die. And without hesitation, she drove the blade into herself. Gasps turned into screams. Blood spilled. But her consciousness did not fade. Instead, light. A familiar, gentle voice. I told you, never to do something so drastic again. Violet's eyes fluttered open, not to the rain, not to the crowd, but to a golden figure, floating before her. Warm, divine, comforting. I know, Violet whispered, but this is the only way I can prove it. I don't know the divine tongue. The figure tilted its head. The divine tongue. It was never something you were taught. It was something you had to seek. You rejected the gods, cursed them, refused to try. You didn't want to meet me, but now you will understand. You are the true agent of the gods. The figure stepped closer, embracing her. Poor child, who cursed the gods. A warmth unlike anything she had ever felt surrounded her. Repeat after me. Oh God, please watch over them. And in that moment, the sky split open. A blinding golden light erupted, piercing through the storm. The rain stopped. The wind stilled. And, before the stunned crowd, Violet's lifeless body began to glow. The moment the light descended, the entire world seemed to hold its breath. A blinding radiance engulfed Violet, pure, divine, undeniable. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Someone I have no choice but to love, please, don't die, Violet. Then, a voice. Not heard, but felt. It echoed through the sky, through the earth, through every soul present. I am the rising sun. I am the setting moon. I am the burning life, the silent death, the eternal flame. I am the God who created you, and the God who will lead you to nothingness. And this child is the one chosen by us. The light intensified. So praise her, worship her, fear her, your savior and your destroyer. Silence fell. Then the sky cleared. The same people who once spat venom now fell to their knees. Agent of God, the true saintess. Their voices shook, not with doubt anymore, but with awe. No one questioned it. No one could. Those eyes, carrying the mark of divinity, they erased every suspicion, every accusation. She was the saintess, the only one chosen by the gods. And then, Violet spoke. Your Majesty, shouldn't the Marquis family be cleared of their charges now? The king didn't hesitate. Release them. The Marquis is declared innocent. Just like that, truth flipped. The fake saintess and the real one switched places. Violet's gaze shifted to Rosny. Why did you stage this? A faint smile. Would you believe me if I said it was to save the country? Before she could respond, the cardinal stepped forward. This was necessary. Monsters are approaching. The saintess couldn't use her power. If this continued, not just Agresia, but every nation would fall. So I took a drastic measure. Then, he bowed. I ask for your forgiveness. Rosny followed. But Violet's expression didn't change. The Marquis family was framed because of you. Their honor was dragged through the mud. Her eyes locked onto him. Are you prepared to take responsibility, Cardinal? Then, yes. He turned to the crowd. It is good that everyone is present. His voice echoed clearly. I, Cesare, renounce my succession to the throne. Shock exploded through the crowd. I also renounce my rights as one of royal blood. Violet's eyes widened. What is he thinking? No one blamed the one who impersonated the saintess, she thought, glancing at him. Yet he holds power comparable to one. Her gaze shifted to the Duke. He doesn't even look like he wants the throne. Then Rosny leaned closer, voice low. I'll come to pick you up soon, Violet. And just like that, he walked away. In the end, he lost nothing. The temple was far more terrifying than it appeared. Violet returned to the Marquis estate. The carriage came to a halt. Ethelmund stepped forward, offering his hand. But she ignored it. stepping down on her own. Then suddenly, her vision blurred. Her body trembled, she coughed blood. Her knees gave out. Violet. Everything's fun. Her world fading. Call the doctor. Ethelmund shouted. Her sight became hazy.